In a world where humans use corpses to reshape the bodies of the living, one question quietly emerges. Not does it work, and not is it safe, but something far stranger. How did this become normal? Cosmetic clinics are now injecting processed fat taken from dead donors into living patients. It is marketed as off-the-shelf fat, a lunchtime procedure, apparently no great moral dilemma. The product is called alloclay. What once belonged to dystopian fiction has become another cosmetic option. Since its launch in 2025, more than 2,000 patients have received injections. Demand has been driven partly by the so-called Ozempic effect. Rapid weight loss leaves behind hollow faces, loose skin, and missing volume. The solution? Fat taken from the dead. Not metaphorically, literally. Yet the remarkable part is not the product. It is the reaction. One patient simply shrugged. I was fine with that. A surgeon admitted that he rarely has to explain where the material comes from. The surprise is no longer that cadaver tissue is used. The surprise is how little surprise remains. When was the last time you questioned something simply because everyone else accepted it? That may be the most unsettling part of all. Every society has ideas that once seemed impossible until they became ordinary. Civilizations rarely change with a scream. More often they change with a shrug. That moment is what I call the behavioral threshold. It is not the collapse. It is the pattern, the point where the extraordinary quietly becomes routine. Once enough people stop reacting, the threshold has already been crossed. The extraordinary has not disappeared. Only our ability to notice it has. No one believes that they are crossing the behavioral threshold. They believe they are simply keeping up with the times. This pattern is not new. It is the one reason John B. Calhoun's Universe 25 remains so unsettling today. The collapse did not begin with catastrophe. It began with gradual changes in behavior. What once felt unnatural eventually felt normal. Change is inevitable. The real question, though, is which changes no longer feel like changes at all. Body donation has long been understood as an act of generosity, a gift to science, a gift to others. But today, donated tissue may also become part of the cosmetic marketplace. An ethicist warned, it really is betraying altruism to make money. Whether one agrees or disagrees, the question deserves to be asked. When every part of the human body can be processed, marketed, and sold, what exactly remains beyond commerce? Perhaps the deeper question is the meaning we assign to the human body itself. Every age tells itself a story. Ours may be this. If something is convenient, then why hesitate? Convenience has become one of the strongest moral arguments of modern life. But convenience has never answered every question. Some questions are not technical. They are civilizational. What matters is what constant exposure quietly does to us. History suggests that normalization is rarely noticed while it is happening. Only later do we realize the boundary has already disappeared. Perhaps this is simply another footprint left by the behavioral threshold monster, a pattern in which convenience quietly redraws the boundaries that once seemed permanent. We don't cross these thresholds in panic. We stroll across them, not with the dead walking among the living, but with the living forgetting where the line used to be. Perhaps that is how civilizations cross their thresholds. Feel free to leave a comment in the comments section on your way out. If you found anything useful, take a moment. You can like, share, and subscribe. You can even ring the little bell for notifications. Until next time, this has been Katatu saying so long from Universe 26, the channel at the end of the universe.